Hey everyone, Melanie Ham here, and in today's video I'm going to teach you how to do some hand quilting. This hand stitching is beautiful. I love it. It goes really quick. We're going to be stitching around these butterflies, or you can pick any motif on your project, on your quilt, on your baby lovey, like this is going to be. This is a little detour from our baby series because I wanted to show you this specific technique, and in the next video I'm going to show you the entire baby lovey and how I did it from start to finish. There's two different ones using this beautiful Andover Fabrics double gauze fabric. So what I did was take this fabric, place it wrong sides together, and then I basted it with some large safety pins, and then I started my stitching. So let's go ahead and get going. I'm going to show you how to hand stitch these butterflies. This is the thread I'm going to be using for the hand stitching. This is Pearl Cotton number 8. This is made by Anchor because I have this set that I bought from Anna Maria Horner. It's Anna Maria Horner's set, and the color palette matches perfectly. So I'm using various colors from that set, and you can also get these from DMC. Lots of different brands make them. So we're going to take our strand about 18 inches long, and we're going to knot it on one end. So make the knot, and then we need a needle. You just want a needle that has a large enough eye that you can fit the thread in there. Some hand sewing needles are quite small, so more like an embroidery needle is going to be what you want. All right, so we thread our needle. And then what we want to do is get a good starting point on our butterfly. I've been starting in the top right wing. And what you want to do is insert your needle in between the layers. So we're not going all the way through. We're going in between the layers and traveling till right about here. Just right until the spot where you want the thread to come up. So now we need to bury the knot. And what you want to do for that is you are going to pull on the thread. Take your needle and insert that into the fabric and just help it be able to pull all the way through. So once the knot is in there, you just give it a good, don't pull too hard on your thread so that the knot comes through, but then you are good to go, and you can trim this thread. And then that will be buried in there. Now what we're going to do is begin our hand stitching. So when you insert your needle, you want it about a kernel of rice away from where you came up. We're going to go right here, and you want to insert it at a 90-degree angle. You feel it. I feel it with my middle finger is right underneath the fabric. I'm going to travel across on the back side, and then you only want just a tiny bit of that needle to pop through, and then you're going to come back up at a 90-degree angle. And you can see how much fabric is on the needle here, because what we want is our top stitch and our back stitch to be the same size. So there's that on this side, and here is the first stitch on the back side. All right, so let me show you that a few more times. And you can do, of course, several stitches on one pass here. So we're going to go 90-degree angle, bring it up. You can kind of see where about the length of the needle here should be about a kernel of rice. Back down. So you can see here, this will take some practice. Your stitches won't be right, perfectly even right at the beginning. That's totally fine. So there we go. Here's how it's looking on the back. And then I'm just going to stitch it going all the way around the outside edge of the butterfly. And then I'll meet you back where we started and show you how we can finish off. I have finished up this butterfly. You can see we just have a little bit left to go, but I want you to remember that when you're creating a shape whatever shape it is, we want to make sure that we finish it out in the front as well as the back. Okay? So what's going to happen here is I'm going to, you know, if I insert my needle here, that's going to give me an enclosed wing for my butterfly. So that will finish out the front, but then let's pull it through so that we can finish it out on the back. So you can see here we need one more stitch along the back in order to finish out that butterfly. So whatever shape you're doing, just keep that in mind. Now what we do is take the needle off, and we need to create a knot on our thread about the size of a stitch. So we need to place our knot up here. And then we're going to bury our knot so that we can then see that stitch with the butterfly. Here's the start of our knot. Use your needle to help you get it in the exact right spot. Okay, you can see that's about the right spot for that stitch. All right. Make sure that knot is secure. Now we're going to rethread the needle. All right, we rethreaded the needle. And now we're going to do the same thing like we did before. So you see here the front of our butterfly looks great. So we don't need any more stitching to come up to the front. What we're going to do is insert our needle where that stitch needs to go and only run it through the middle of the fabric. Okay, so I'm running it in the middle of the fabric. I'm not going through the other side at all. Pull that through. We need to do our same technique where you pull on the thread, and you can help by inserting your needle right above it, and then you sort of pull it in the opposite way. And then the knot goes in there. And that's a really gentle way to do it. It hides the knot so that it's secure. And then we can trim. When I trim, I just sort of pull on this a little bit to bunch the fabric up. Trim it very carefully. Then that way it's all secure. So there you have it. That is how you hand stitch around any sort of motif that you would like to add some personalized hand quilting or hand stitching onto your project. Please don't forget to subscribe, thumbs up this video, and share it with any of your handmade loving friends. In the next video, I will share with you how to make the entire lovey, actually 2 different ones. I did it 2 different ways. So you can check that out in just a couple of days. And thank you so much. I will see you very soon. Bye.